Drake, I see you calling me out. That was completely me in Overwatch today. Here's the link to that particular tweet that I posted about that. We are about to get started at the Echo Chamber tonight. We got awesome music by Soundtracks by Twitch. I also spent a good majority of today looking at interviews and information about the media tour for the upcoming expansion in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker pre-release on November the 19th, where I took a week off of work so I can focus solely on Final Fantasy XIV. There's going to be several spoiler alerts because I am going to be losing my mind at doing all this new content that's coming in Endwalker, and with the way that Yoshi P talked about it, I am so excited and so ready. Ooh, hello frame rate that just severely took a dump. Okay. Looking at myself in cam, it's like, oh no, I'm growing neck beard. We gotta shave that soon. Yeah, could you imagine just like full fledged Irish red, just pirate's beard on my face? I couldn't even picture that, honestly. Naka plus lumberjack beard. Like I need to get me one of those like combing iron brushes or something for my beard because I definitely got the curly gene from my mother because she's like full fledged. You can tell that she's got the Scottish in her because she's got those red curly locks, just long hair, and whenever my beard starts to grow out, it just becomes all curled and scraggly and feels more like a Brillo pad than it does an actual beard. So I need to get me one of those iron combs, like help straighten it out and whatnot. It's 9 o'clock. I'm hitting my macro. We're open officially. Yeah, Coco actually reached out to me and was talking a little bit about what she's doing with streaming. She was asking a couple of questions about, especially when it comes to Final Fantasy and Twitch, what is or is not allowed. What did I think about her streaming content? And I gave her, some tips and tricks of the trade to make sure, don't do A, B, or C, or you might get the ban hammer out of left field. We've all got Silver in the house too. Let me do like a specific little focus on Silver here. It's been a while since Silver could actually be in game with us during one of our events. Cause honey, I know your life has been all over the place lately. So good to see you in game. What's linked so I can give a follow? Oh, you're talking about the Coco's channel. Let me grab that here. Oh, never mind. Drake beat me to it. But yep, that's Coco's channel right there. So she's getting started out as a fresh streamer. Granted, I'm still a fresh streamer myself in my book. But definitely give her a follow. Check out her content and support her. We love new streamers because that's what we do. Way ahead of you. Thank you, Drake. Thank you so much. I'm going full gamer status with a 2 liter of Mountain Dew on my desk. Do not judge me. Speaking of gamer status, I definitely want to bring up a couple of things as like focal points of discussion tonight. So I spent a good majority of today watching all the interviews that different like high profile streamers did with Yoshi P. We're talking about like Ms. Tech and Larry Czar and Zepla, and a couple other that I'm not really familiar with, Jesse and JP. So if anybody can give me a reference point for who they are in particular, I'm still catching up in the mainstream media world and figuring out who's who. But I watched all of their interviews with Yoshi P, and it was really kind of humbling to see him just be a down to earth other gamer. He is just as much a gamer as any of us are. Except for the fact that he's on the board of directors for Square Enix and actually is the executive producer for one of the most popular MMOs on the face of the planet right now. But they were asking him, questions about stuff that he was at least allowed to talk about. It's not like he's going to tell us what's going to happen in Endwalker, but talking about with the plot twists and the emotional dip falls that are incoming with these massive potholes in the road of the journey we're taking to the end of the saga between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. Just so ready. Who's this? I was muted. Oh, that is if you remember Coco, who was one of our entertainers that worked with us here at the Echoes Chamber. She started up her own channel and is now streaming. Which interview? Wait, no, wait. I'm talking about interviews with high profile streamers that were talking to Yoshi P about the upcoming expansion of Endwalker. And this was a bunch of different streamers. I literally spent the entirety of today watching different videos from different streamers who were talking to Yoshi P. But it was people ranging from Zepla to Larry Czar to Mistech to Jesse and JP, Asmongold and Rich. I watched their interview with Yoshi, which was really endearing considering that Yoshi P was actually kind of showing concern and asking questions about their personal life, about like Asmongold's mom, who's not doing too well right now, and Larry is amazing, and not to mention cute as a fucking button. I never knew what Larry's are actually like in person looked like. So when I saw the interview, I was kind of like taken aback for a second. It's like, why is he so adorable? And it's not fair. Oh. All the caffeine from that Mountain Dew's hitting me at one time, and I'm just bouncing now. Did someone say spooky? Oh, good lord, look at this outfit that Kentucky's wearing here. What set is that actually? The Eden Call. God, the Eden gear looks so good. Oh no, no Drake, we still have tea. I still have my positive energy orange pill infused tea, which is currently full. May not be piping hot because I made it much earlier, but I got the tea. However, we've also got the addition of the Mountain Dew today, so there is that. What the hell? Candy is dandy, but tea makes you pee? And coffee gives you the runs. I mean, everything you put in is gonna do something to you. I also had another macro that I was pulling together here that I was gonna be. Oh, was that from Willy Wonka? Now, was that early original Willy Wonka, or was that the new one? I forget which one's the old one, which one's the new one. I know there's Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, and then Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. The original, okay. It's been a hot minute since I've watched the original. Oh, look at this person. They look like the mask. This is great. I love it. Goes right along with their skin tone and everything. Oh, I want to find a sound clip of the mask saying "Stop me." Exactly. I wish I could wear these like arm tattoos with this particular handpiece. I can't because my fur is already dark, so if I wear anything that has a tattoo on it, it just blends in with the rest of my fur. It's so sad. Oh shoot, party finder. I see your Snorlax dumper, and I raise you a blelelele. Gotta change into your costumes. Probably the only night, except maybe tomorrow. What costume is that? Jesus Christ, guy. Gen's already in the house, challenging the triple triad cards. I see him over there. This other guy. Oh, that's Takeshi. The green hair, orange suit, looking like a pumpkin. I love it. I love it. I didn't hear anything about All Saints Wake when I was going through the interviews and the media tour and everything. So I don't know what's going on with that. Actually, let me go ahead and check the lodestone real quick here. I'm trying to get ready to like hit the mute button because I feel a sneeze coming on. Ugh. Yeah, they got information about the Moogle Treasure Trove, where you can get the Moogle tomes, but nothing about All Saints Wake. So I have no idea what's going on there. I'm getting a lot of notifications, y'all. Distraction, no sneeze, pineapples, pudding. Gonna make me hungry. I do have lemon snaps in case I get like munchies or something. Which are honestly not as good as ginger snaps, but they're still pretty damn tasty. Exactly, I agree. 100%. Ginger snaps definitely better. But when you got something taste for something a little different, lemon snaps are pretty good. Oh, I did that too early. I gotta do my promotional shout. Shia, hi, how's it going? Oh, Pepperidge Farms. Oh, I would. You know those variety packs that you could get from Pepperidge Farm, which was always like the Dirty Santa gift that you give away to people. I would love one of those right now. Oh, still in a little pain. I'm sorry. Glad to hear it's getting better though. Silver Mist remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. My not so sneaky insert of making a shout out to Silver here. Well, when they have to pull your stomach down from behind your heart back to where it's supposed to be, oof, oof, oof. I could feel my insides just kind of like twist at the sheer notion of that, but you poor thing. Oh my goodness. Mm. Well, I do have the camera focused on you. You are the focused target at the moment. Awesome. It'll be great to see you here. Y'all know what it feels like to drink Red Bull and supposedly the energy boost is supposed to give you? That's what Mountain Dew does. Dew. Wow, that was a country inflection right there if I ever heard one. That's what Mountain Dew does for me. Sakone lost the death roll. I saw that one in chat. That 1 out of 3. And cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. We got a ghost in the house. I gotta pull out my ghost outfit from my Halloween set from X amount of years ago. One can of Mountain Dew equals no sleep for 24 hours. Ooh. I may not have that much sensitivity to it because I'm drinking a whole daggone 2 liter of Diet Mountain Dew right here, but I know the feeling. I definitely know the feeling. Ooh, started off with a roll of 65 on that death roll. Ouch. So going back to those interviews I was talking about where all these high profile streamers were talking to Yoshi P during the media tour, one of the things that really stood out to me that they got to talking about with the interview between Jesse JP and Yoshi P was the conversation of having the ability to have a Lalafell sit on your shoulders or up on your back, kind of like how Nanamo used to sit on Raban's shoulder some time ago. And as they were kind of bantering back and forth between just this idea and concept of a Lalafell jumping up on your back, like as a piggyback or sitting on your shoulder, like it actually started to become a little bit of a serious consideration and a discussion. And that really makes me wonder, is Yoshi now going to go back to the dev team and kind of be like, all right, so for real, is there a way that we can get a Lalafell up on somebody's shoulder or on their back? Yeah, for real. So, like, is they're gonna have an actual in-game function to have somebody jump up on your shoulder or your back? Like, is it gonna be race specific to Lalafells and they can only do it with other certain characters? Or is this gonna be like another like minion type idea or something? Would it not? Like, kind of this half mount type situation where you can actually jump into a pillion of a character instead of just jumping up on their mount. Like, for real. For real. Carry me, senpai. The photo opportunities would be amazing. I've actually seen people do that with like what is it called? CM tools, where they actually do have them like in those poses and those configurations where somebody is actually like up on somebody else's shoulder and whatnot. But to actually physically be able to do it in the game would be amazing. That outfit actually looks pretty nice. I personally maybe would have done the very long gloves, maybe slightly different color. But it all works very well. Internet's being shite, so I'm gonna do non-internet things. Ah, I'm sorry, Gag. You'll eventually get back to the point where everything's working again. Found a fat cat as an avatar in VR chat. That's amazing. I would have lost my mind. And then, of course, immediately I would have been like, did you know that the the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime? Yep. It's default. That's just auto response now. I'm gonna have to post it again from where I did this earlier, since some of y'all were not in the channel. But oh no, where did it go? Go back to my profile here. I was playing a little bit of Overwatch, and don't judge me, because yes, I know it's a Blizzard game, and they're still going through all that controversy. But one of the things I put on Twitter today was the only reason that I do play Overwatch is because I get to talk about Final Fantasy in chat. That a link I just posted is a link to the tweet of where I literally threw in chat, yes, but have you played the critically acclaimed MMORPG, so forth, so on. That is my reason for playing Overwatch now. I love wearing my t-shirt. I work for SE Advertising. Yoshi, wear my check. I know. Can we get an official sponsorship, please? I hope one day, if we can get there, eventually, with enough time and enough effort and enough dedication, we can be high profile enough to get invited to go do one of these media tours that they just recently did for Endwalker and have the opportunity to ask questions and talk to Yoshi P. And I'll probably like lay a golden egg at that moment in time because I will be squeeing so hard from the inside out. I'm shaking just even thinking about it. I was leaving notes in Rust for Raiders to find. Have you played the critically acclaimed? Yes. Oh, I would scream if I was going out in the world and just found a sign somewhere in the open exploration that said that. That is amazing. Like we're gonna do that as a community now. We're all going to start up an account on Rust and just start laying out signs everywhere in the open world talking about Final Fantasy XIV. They tore your bases down. No. Cause they were pissed. That's all I. What? Oh, that's sad. I haven't quite done that in New World yet. Cause I have been playing New World made by Amazon. I wish I could stream it. Gosh, I wish I could stream it, but even with everything set to low graphics, my computer just starts chugging when I try to stream and play New World at the same time. Thus the reason we've got our new donation goal. So instead of working on getting a stream deck, we're actually going to work towards getting a upgrade to my PC. Oh, the person I was just idle camming disappeared. Oh, they teleported to the front door. Okay, that's what happened. Oh yeah, you saw that, didn't you? I tried to stream it, but my computer, poor thing. Drake, do you have personal ulterior reasons why you want me to idle cam the Hrothgar? I mean, yes. The bass is really heavy in this song, and I'm kind of liking it. There you go, Drake. He's got the mustache going on with his character design too, so this is 150% Hroth Daddy. I love the purple vest. We've got so much purple on the house tonight, and it makes me so excited. And I love that I say that as my strip light just turned purple. Yep, that's what we're doing. We're switching strictly to purple. That's not purple, that's blue. Where's purple? Purple? Is that pink? I cannot see. Yep, that's purple. Kind of found the frost stashes a bit off, but also I love how they're designed too. They do seem a little bit awkward in terms of being a mustache for the Hrothgar, but the Hrothgar character, much like the Char in Guild Wars 2, is kind of just a awkward character design. Because they are very much kind of a hunched over type character and creature. And since they're not such a like a typical type of character design, I almost want to kind of be like, hey, Square Enix, you need to hire some furry artists to work on your Hrothgar designs because I promise you they will have it on point. That is such a lovely view of the backside of the bar that the camera decided to show there. There you are. You get a dote. I wish I could get my lights to either like flash or alternate with just purple, but that is not an option. Ooh, I like this song. We're gonna give this one a thumbs up. Speaking of, there is one specific furry artist that has some very good graphic design already done based on the Hrothgar already that may or may not exist. I have, especially with the circles that I keep up with, especially in Telegram. Telegram has a bunch of groups within like the furry networks and whatnot. But I've seen a lot of art focused around Hrothgars, for sure. So I definitely know there's plenty of artists out there that have done some amazing work, just using the Hrothgar as a subject. As a matter of fact, the character Twitter that I have, not the Order of the Echo Twitter, but my character Twitter, the Nakarumi one. The sketch for my profile picture on that was actually done by I think they're a furry artist, if I'm not mistaken, but it was an amazing job on that. Oh, speaking of artists, yeah, Rain Yasu's definitely one of those furry artists that's really good at what he does. See this lone other Elezen just dancing up next to me? Oh, wait, did I miss them? I wasn't paying attention. Was this Fias? Well, that is the only other Elezen I see, is Fias there standing over by the ghost. I want a Roth to take me somewhere for some private fun. I have not had the pleasure or the ability to hire a Hrothgar entertainer as of yet. Um, we're definitely still hiring, definitely looking to add more to the Echo staff, but unfortunately, we've not had any Hrothgar applicants in terms of being an entertainer. We do have a couple of bartender Hrothgars, but not for like any type of services that we provide. Sent me something. Said artist I mentioned was the one who made the model type currently applied to that Hrothgar. I'm assuming this was Discord. Yep, Discord. Oh, excuse me. Mm. Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of artists that done mods for the game as well. Ooh, gracious. And I've actually met artists that play the game too. One of them I became really close friends with. I didn't even know was a really popular furry artist. His name is Zoma. Um, and it wasn't until after I met him that I realized, oh, I see your artwork everywhere. I'm kind of out of Mountain Dew. We're gonna take the last sip of my Mountain Dew for that hydrate there. No more. It's all gone. Yeah, whenever Zoma does get the opportunity and the chance, he'll make an appearance here at the Echoes Chamber. I'm in a couple of Discords with him, and we get to chat every so often. I spotted a kitty boy. Ah, you found Takeshi, our pumpkin, our pumpkin kitty cat for tonight. I think I just received a mistail. I was really confused at what somebody just sent me. don't think that was intended for me. Oh, those moments when you accidentally send something to the wrong chat and then you just want to bury your head in about 3 feet of sand. I'm answering some questions for somebody that may be interested in working with the Echoes Chamber, which excites me because we definitely could use some more people. God, that screen is so bright. So I don't even want to call it singing because it's not really singing, it's more just like voicing in this particular song, but it kind of reminds me of the Monster Mash just a little bit. Thank you, Soundtracks, for giving us a good selection of music. Because you were not giving us the best of selections the other night, if y'all remember. Roth Jam. We do need to make a dancing emote of some sorts. Ah, Silver, I so agree. Soundtracks does have like a spooky beats playlist, but we've, for the majority, gone through that playlist and the song selection is really not that great. And I guess when it comes to trying to find like spooky Halloween music that does not have like any risk of DMCA or copyright infringement is really difficult. Um so I guess with the choices that soundtracks had, it was the best that they could manage to do without violating anything. So they tried. Is spooky how shit the majority of the list is? Agreed. I completely agreed. Yes, to my knowledge at the moment anyhow, we do have two available rooms, in the Echoes Chamber. One is my own personal office, which is room number one, and then we also have the Officers VIP Lounge, which is room number two. So any one of those two should be able to be fine. I haven't been told that either or is, taken. Hang on, let me check my chats here. Okay. Oh, the life of a manager never ends. Yes, I try to make sure that room gets a little bit of love, a little bit of attention. I'm getting caught up. I'm forgetting to do my promotional shouts. Since we are out of the Mountain Dew, we are now transitioning to our positive energy tea, brought to us by Yogi. I knew you were going to do that. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It is caffeine free, so I'm not adding on top of all the caffeine I just drank from that 2 liter worth of Diet Mountain Dew. I must check my book during off hours. It is overdue for a design tweak, though. My decorating hand gets itchy if I don't use it enough. Uh, your book. Are we talking about the guest book? Hey, we got a bar buyout. Sweet. We should be singing a shout here for whoever did that. Oh, the private room guest book. Okay, got you, got you. On the same page now. I may ask at some point, possibly during the next year, if I can ask for your help designing a small card hall in my apartment. Ooh, that would be nice. Oh wow, and we got somebody that just bet 1 million at a death roll here. Nice. There's a 50 chance that we're about to lose 1 million gil. Ah! There we go. Madison Sky bought out the bar for the next 30 minutes. So all drinks and food will be free of charge for the next 30 minutes here, thanks to Madison Sky of Lamia. Ooh, ooh, Adrian. Oh, I saw that too, and my heart skipped a beat. Ooh, oh goodness, that was close. Although, I feel sorry that Hanekawa just lost a million gil. That is a million gil for the house. So, as the owner, I'm kind of yay. I am forever Rowena's competition, always thinking about how to make another dollar. There's no reason to do a buyout shout since somebody already did a buyout, so we'll just wait another couple of minutes here. I think I have a character I can access on Leviathan, my nephew's tune. You have home. We're hoping to get lucky between now and new housing. Ah, talking about housing though, I'm still going to be looking to upgrade to a large when Ishgard housing finally comes out, because there's going to be a lot of places that are going to be transferring to Ishgard, which I'm hoping that between all the FCs and designers out there, one of those larges are going to open up in the Lavender Beds, and I can move my medium to that large and finally start working on my art museum. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I saw the link show. I responded. Yeah, Drake. When it comes to private rooms and apartments, you don't have the option of adding tenants at all. So you can't actually have somebody else come in to help design it, physically at least. They can, like Silver said, consult, but they can't actually interact with anything in the room. The only real way that's around that is if Silver were to log in on your account. So of course, there's a lot of kind of security things that pop up when you're talking about giving somebody else your credentials and stuff like that. But that is the only way around that when it comes to private rooms and apartments. Trustworthy. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I would definitely be 100% comfortable giving Silver my credentials to log in on my account, even. And we're talking about my account that I've had and hosted since beta of Final Fantasy. So I definitely got that much trust in Silver, 100%. But of course, from a Square Enix point of view, they're always like, never give out your password, don't share that information with anybody. Make sure you got the two-factor authentication on your accounts. And I also work in a little bit of cybersecurity for my day job as well. So all the time, we're just like, don't write your password down on anything physical. Don't share your password. Don't be giving your PIN number out to people. It's a Lou with all the dumpers and blah blah blah. It's going pretty good. Full disclosure, I'm kind of hyped up a little bit on caffeine tonight. Let's see. Checking my promo chats here. And really excited because I spent the majority of today, which I didn't work my day job. I actually was trying to take a couple hours off this morning because of a high blood sugar issue I was having, and instead of just giving me a couple of hours, they gave me the entire day. So, I decided to be productive with the time that I was given, and I spent all day watching interviews that other streamers did. People like Zepla, Miss Tech, Larry Czar, Jesse and JP, that all spoke and asked questions to Yoshi P during the media tour about Endwalker. So it was really, really fun and interesting to see him just kind of have down to earth conversations with other gamers, which honestly just made him seem like no more than just another gamer himself, which I love. And kind of talk about how their developmental process kind of went along when it was coming up to designing characters and coming up with a story for Endwalker. There was even this kind of joking back and forth about having the ability to have a Lalafell sit up on your shoulder, kind of like how Nanamo does with Raban. And it actually became a little bit of a serious discussion. So it was fun. I had a lot of fun watching all those interviews. And I also watched a bunch of videos on the tooltips on the jobs that are coming up with the rotations and how the new abilities are going to be working. And I really liked what I saw. Especially when talking about the new classes with Reaper and Sage, especially with the new complexity that they have with like Scholar and Sage, for example, with the type of healers that they're going to be. I'm really excited to see how that's going to feel and play out, and just, oh, so ready. I got that Hydrate. Honestly, I was kind of behind on watching the interviews myself, because I know that we were talking about it in Discord, like literally the day of, um, and just never got around to actually clicking on it and watching it myself. Don't you love this perfect camera angle here? Yeah, Silver's got like every type of real estate that you can have, kind of like how I've got, my office, the FC house, my own personal private estate, my apartment, all of them. Got everything. I can pretty much teleport to wherever I want to go because I have something in almost every zone. So we've got Shirogane, my apartment's in the Mist, my personal house is in the Goblet. Of course, private room is in the only place I don't have is Lavender Beds. Now, I do believe I have access to a shared estate that's in Lavender Beds, so technically, I do. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not really feeling this song. Head knocking. This song has potential. I'm not mad. So far, so good. Oh, good lord, they do keep going back and forth on the twos. Let's see, one, two, three, 4 rounds of twos. Ah, there's the one. That's actually what happened to me when me and a bunch of people from Team Role Players went to a venue that was having a Death Roll tournament for a total grand prize of 5 million. I was the one that won, and there was so many rounds of just getting two and two and two and two and two and two between me and the tournament director, because that's all that was pretty much left at the end, because they were actually participating in the battle itself. And it was just like 10 rounds of rolling a two before I finally got them to lose. Naka does not wear a tutu now. Reference to children's French Canadian cartoon Jacob Tutu? Definitely not familiar with that. Probably because it's Canadian and I live in North Carolina, but there is that for one. And I know that I kind of do it sometimes myself, where I'll sit here and just kind of, pick at my own beard and play with my chin a little bit, just almost like a nervous hand tick or whatever. But that was something I really, really noticed about Yoshi P. Like every single person that he spoke to during the entirety of the media tour, he was always like picking at his little goatee beard that he's got the entire time. And don't ask me why it stuck out to me so much, but it did. And he was just doing it the entire time until he started talking, because he likes to talk with his hands. That's how we got the Yoshi P Nyan little put. You know what? I gotta pull it up. Hang on. Let me find the picture. I got it somewhere. When they were doing the what was it? The live letter, and they were talking about how they were trying to balance the magical and physical damage, and they were using their hands like this, which I don't know, maybe a cultural thing, because usually when we talk about leveling stuff out, we kind of do a seesaw with flat palms, but they were doing it like this with their fist. And in the process of doing so, I gotta see if I can find it. Somebody took a picture of Yoshi P and gave him ears and whiskers and even little fangs, and he's literally Yoshi Nyan. It's perfection. Or Neko Yoshi, whatever cat reference you want to use there. It's perfect. I love it. Oh yeah, speaking of all the twos, Silver, her and her hubby finally set a IRL in real life wedding date, which is going to be February 22nd of 2022, the twos day. It is all twos across the board. Love it. Does that actually fall on Tuesday, by the way? I'd be daggone. It sure as hell does. It falls on a Tuesday. That is so awesome. That is perfect. Oh God, Silver, I love it. Absolutely love it. At 2 p.m. Yes. Yes. Oh, that is so great. Everything in pairs. Everything has to be in pairs. Like even the food. And 22 guests. Yes. Yes. Oh, I don't blame you. I would be right up that same alley too. You know, 11 on the bride side, 11 on the groom's. Like no more, no less. And kind of on the topic of like weddings and whatnot. I know like with me and my boyfriend, cause we've actually known each other for a few years now. I only moved up to the city back in 2017. So that's been what 4 years. And it wasn't too long after I moved up here that I met my boyfriend, and we've been, even though we've not had the opportunity to live with each other, but we've known and been dating for quite some time. I know that we kind of touched on the subject of weddings and what we would want for one when we finally do get to that point. And he was talking about, keeping it very, very small, very simple, only having like a handful of people there. But I think his definition of a handful of people and my definition of a handful of people are two completely different things. Because I do know my family in particular is going to want to very well be involved or at least invited. And it was one of those where I kind of had to give him the look like, I know you may only want just like two or three people max each of us for a small ceremony, but I don't think you understand how my family operates. Oh God, Silver. Yeah, I would be same exact reaction. Like, no, 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 no. We need more time. Need a lot more time. But yeah, weddings. If you want to go like those full blown like Hollywood movie weddings, like you got to freaking spend a C note to get something of that caliber, and it's just that's not my speed. My actual like official wedding when I was married my first time around was literally a visit to the magistrate office with our parents as witness. That's literally what it was. The ceremony we had was fantastic. Actually, it was it was a surprise wedding, literally. Even though it was to my ex-husband as of now, but the wedding itself was absolutely amazing. Surprise wedding. I had no idea what it was. It was actually disguised as a birthday celebration. So they were able to like decorate the whole entire venue and just make everything look amazing. And it wasn't until the drag queen called me up on stage and started talking about nuptials that I was like, oh shit. We got subs to pay. I know that's right. I would say the same shit. It's like, let's just have an eternal bonding ceremony and call it our wedding, right? Have had four. Me and Perk need to do our anniversary eternal bonding. We have put it off for God knows for 2 years, I think now, on four different servers. So yeah, you had different characters to do it on. Nah, me and Herc, we need to do a renewal ceremony. I still actually have the ring. Hang on, let's see. Go to my armory. Yep, March 9th, 2019. So it's officially been over 2 years. It'll be 3 years, upcoming next March, that we've been joined in game. What is this ring? Oh, that came from Heaven on High. Okay. I was like, I didn't recognize that ring. I got excited. That's right. Oh, I thought that was. Wait, is that the gambler's coat? No, what coat is that? The Flame Lieutenant coat. Okay. That looks nice. What does that look like on a Hrothgar? Not bad, actually. And I am part of the Immortal Flames, so I could totally get this outfit if I wanted to. Anniversary party in March? Yeah, we could probably do something. Now I gotta make sure that, boyfriend's able to get online and get into the game. Um I don't know if he would be into like a role play after party reception type thing. I don't know. I would have to talk it over with him and see how he feels about it. But for the actual ceremony itself, I know he would be all in. So that 2 liters of Mountain Dew that I have completely finished off tonight is finally starting to hit my bladder. I may have to take a few minutes to step away. So we're gonna do one last shout out here for the club. For anybody new that's come in, yeah, that 1 minute ad is actually gonna be a 3 minute ad because I don't think I can make it to the bathroom and back in 60 seconds. As Drake tells me that, I hate you, Drake. But yes, we are gonna take just a quick moment here so I can run to the restroom, do necessarily needed body functions here, and I will return in just a moment. Hey, I almost had perfect timing. About 10 seconds shy of the commercial ending here. Oh yeah. Drake, I'm gonna have to make a text command just for that litter box for you, aren't I? You know, I very well could have, and simply just don't remember. Oh, this screen is so bright. I just realized my lurk command was still messed up. I think I just fixed it though. I can just imagine Naka using the litter box and like an actual cat, he just paws some dry litter on top. What? No. I would have to be severely intoxicated to even consider that. He'd be like mine and dig to China? None of this litter's good enough. I love how my ghost just went right through May like it was nothing. Oh, good lord. My phone is blowing up. What is going on? Okay. I feel like we're getting to the day and time where Facebook is starting to lose its appeal as much as it did when my generation was a bit younger. Kind of like Twitter is taking over and is now more of the primary form of social media than what Facebook used to be. However, today, Facebook has been blowing up. It's becoming the new MySpace. Honestly, I missed MySpace because with the way that you had to create and design your profile page with MySpace, like they had the custom option where you could literally write the HTML for your page and basically embed anything and everything you wanted to. That's one I still haven't quite gotten myself into. I need to. I honestly need to start taking more videos and more pictures, especially since I'm trying to work on creating my vlog as the gay T1D. Um, I need to get into the habit of doing that more so. And like I'm honestly starting to understand the appeal of iPhones now too, because when it comes to video production and actually taking like audio and just visual recordings, Apple kind of has the monopoly on that market. I have a Samsung Galaxy and it's decent and it's a nice phone. It's a S10, but definitely not made so much for video production as much as an iPhone would be. I know. I actually really enjoyed writing HTML way back when, before HTML5 was a thing. Remember when everything was still HTTP instead of HTTPS? Before coding was taught in elementary school, we learned that ish by trial and error. Yes. Yes and yes. I know for my age and my generation in particular, um, it wasn't until like middle and late high school that it was even like standard curriculum. And even prior to that, because my father was such a computer whiz, he actually worked in the tech industry with law enforcement. Um, a lot of what I was able to figure out and learn was because of all the like computers and gadgets and technology that he would bring home just from his job, and I would get to actually like play around with it and figure it out. And then, of course, when we got our 56K dial up internet, oh, good lord, I was just all over that mess. I thought we was somebody when we had that 56K dial up. Had that dedicated phone line for it so it wouldn't tie up the house phone. Oh, yeah. I thought we was somebody. Rolling up to school like, y'all don't have internet? It's such a shame. It is kind of amazing to think that, in our lifetimes, internet wasn't always a utility, was not always available to everybody. I know, I know. The calamity of Y2K. And that's exactly what it would have been. That was Earth's version of the incoming calamity was Y2K. Drake, what? Did you know about the truck? If you use strength, you can find Mew. Is this like a reference to something in a Pokemon game? Because I didn't play the Pokemon video games. That was my license plate till 2017. Y2K grad. I love it. Love it. I never have had a customized license plate, but if I did, I would put Nakarumi right on the back of it. It's perfectly 8 characters. It would fit, and if anybody else in the world has Nakarumi as their license plate, I am going after you. That is my brand, my trademark. That was the biggest rumor on Gen 1 before the internet was a thing. Oh, yeah, the most I did when it came to Pokemon for my area and my generation was the trading card game. We were very, very heavy into the TGC side of it. Didn't really play the video games, but definitely did watch the original series. Yes, yes. I went from heavily being in the Pokemon trading card game and watching the shows up to the movie until Yu-Gi-Oh became a thing. I was totally into the Yu-Gi-Oh fandom. Like I had a massive, and I'm talking about like 5-inch 3-ring binder full of just pages and pages of card sleeves of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We're talking about first and second edition starter packs, expansion packs, everything that you can imagine. I even had a Korean ordered all 5 pieces of what was he called? Exodia, where you had to have like his 2 arms, his 2 legs, and the head in order, and you have to have all 5 of them in your hand before you could summon him onto the field. Totally had that. Exodia obliterate. Yes. Have you seen the guy that programmed some Yu-Gi-Oh card dealer to control yes, yeah. Okay, I didn't see it, but it's the same guy that also programmed a Connect motion detector system in order to translate it into dancer abilities in Final Fantasy XIV. But it was because I watched that video of where he used the Connect motion detection in order to program it into the actual actions of the game that I heard about him taking the actual Yu-Gi-Oh card deck that you wear on your arm and then programming it to do the astrologian actions in the Final Fantasy game, which is so cool. That would inspire me so hard to do a cosplay as an astrologian in real life and just have this card deck ready to go in my on my arm. Or I would probably like even take it apart and just use the internal wiring and circuitry and just kind of remod it so that way instead of it being the arm mount like you see in the actual Yu-Gi-Oh series, it could be like this belt attachment that goes down your side and you could like just have the interface and buttons where you pull the cards out supposedly to do certain actions along the card holster on your belt. Drake, I did. I did. I actually kept it in the glove box of my car 24/7, so I was like always prepared for a Yu-Gi-Oh match at any time. I was that level, okay. But the deck that I had built and specialized in be actually became illegal in the tournament series of Yu-Gi-Oh because I had a deck built around a cemetery bomb explosion where I would just consistently be focusing on eliminating lower level mobs of my opponent until his graveyard got full, and then I would pop out a cemetery bomb, and for every dead monster that you have in your graveyard, like you would take direct damage to your life points with that cemetery bomb deck. See, that's those 90 babies making cool shit. I know, I know. Amazing childhood in the 1990s, for sure. Ah, yes, the virus card. Oh, so great. Love it. The ghost has returned. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with my card collection. I had over 700 cards. It was like 720 something in that 3 ring 5-inch binder that is probably in a box somewhere in my mother's attic right now. Ah, a lot of those sound so familiar. It's been years and years since I've even thought or looked at Yu-Gi-Oh in general, so I don't remember what those cards like specifically looked like or what they did, but the names do ring a bell. What was that? That balloon? What was that? Did y'all see that Moogle balloon that like blew up and popped? Is that an emote or is that an item? A minion. What minion does? Oh, it's the little cactar. Oh, that is so cool. I don't think do I have that? I don't know. You know what? Let's check. That is not the same one I have. What is that one called? The Senorita Sabatender. Nope, I don't have it. All right, we're going to Google. Where do you get it? Maximum bet on Triple Giant. Oh, it was an event item from this year. Did I miss it? Is it still available? Oh, I should have purchased it when I had the chance. I don't think it's available anymore. I'm debating turning my HUD edit on so Silver can just dance all night or log in. Right, bed is calling. Being a 90s preteen means I'm need my not completely ugly sleep. Uh, I feel like I've been completely sleep deprived here as of lately myself. Basically working 2 jobs and trying to maintain everything else in between. Oh my, y'all don't want to see my calendar. It's scary. Were you asked? Yes, I was, Mariko. I was looking at your minion because I saw it do the little Moogle balloon and it popped as the camera was focusing on it. And I've never seen that before. That was my first time seeing it, so I got super excited. I'm so upset that I missed it. Had I known that that was available during the event, I would have bought it immediately. I saw that when it said it was from the Make It Rain event from this year. I was like, no, how did I not get that? Uh, it'll probably end up on the Mog Station at some point or another, and then I can just buy it for like $12. We'll just wait. Oh, I stopped dancing. I didn't mean to stop dancing. Right, right. It's gonna be a while. Cause with stuff like that, they'll usually keep it exclusive for X amount of time, kind of like build up the desire for it as it's a rare item by that point in time. Just like the car. Everybody saw the car, wanted the car. You know, they made enough of a fuss on the forums that Square Enix was finally like, okay, we'll do another, crossover event for Final Fantasy 15. And of course, naturally, when they brought it back, everybody was like all over it getting the car. So it's no longer such a rare mount now. I never stopped dancing. Traffic jam. That picked up a bit. I like it. I like it. Just hyped to get my purple burbs in the next few days. all all the car mounts. Oh, are you talking about for the mounts that you get from doing the primals? Oh, they're available with the Mog Tomes, even better. I need to check the Moogle vendor and see if there's anything in there that I do not have. I heard about the Flame Bomber jacket. I haven't seen it yet, though. See if I can look it up here real quick. Ooh. It's got an interesting design on the back of it. I like it. Of course, I'm gonna get it just because I have to have everything that I can obtain in the game. I still love this mask outfit so much. Ooh, what does their search info say? Oh god. Ooh, ooh. No thank you. I'm done. what's that gif of Homer Simpson's dad walking into the bar with Bart sitting there at the podium, comes in, puts his hat on, pulls a U-turn, grabs his hat, and walks right back out. That's what I just did. Oh my gosh, Adrian over here talking about cracking a whip. True. I agree with that, Silver. I do like the little aesthetic that you get with like accessories and earrings and stuff. Like I love that I can wear, what is it, Minfina's earring that I've got here on my character, for example. But it's not something that gets a lot of attention unless you're like examining another player and looking at them up close. So bigger pieces like chest pieces or you know, hands or something that's much more in your face and large and easy to see. Definitely appreciate those a lot more. Because if I was to go to my Amoir or my Glamour Dresser, for example, I have a shit ton of earrings in there that I got from all sorts of different events and vendors. Like between the Namazu, the Moogles, the Kurgan, um, Chocobo, the Bomber, just all sorts of crazy stuff. All the different kind of eggs from the egg events. I like this song. A mother clucking dancing to a different song. Well, it's about time. Bet equals bits. Aw. All that you're looking for bits, not all you're going to bet. I definitely want you to make sure you get some rest, please. Woo! Thank you for the 700 bits. I just hit my mic. I'm sorry. Oh, no, Silver is fine. I definitely appreciate it nonetheless. I mean, through all the time that I've been streaming and the number of bits you've done, you've definitely helped support this channel indefinitely, so I certainly do appreciate it. Ooh, that's a fun song. Side to Side by Skeleton Keys and Annalisa Lamola. Was just about to ask who that Roth was. I'm like, oh, it's an Oreo. Yeah, I'm actually wearing the Legacy Warrior armor that came from God knows how long ago. It was a was it a crossover event? I think it may have been a crossover event. I think it was like a Final Fantasy 11 and 14 crossover. So glad I could hang out. Maybe I can catch Zune between Prey and Mogtone Run tomorrow. Yeah, she should be online. Maybe doing some New World. What is tomorrow? Tuesday? Oh, that's right. She'll be running Echo tomorrow. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I think she is now kind of assigned Adrian to being the club manager now. So instead of seeing Zune, I think we're going to be seeing more of her alt Adrian here now. Google says I paid for bits but got no bits. Oh god. There may be like that processing period. I know Twitch can sometimes kind of have a hiccup every now and then and take a little bit of extra time to process something. So much truth to that statement in that song right there. So much truth. I feel like that's the same thing with ambition sometimes, where it's definitely a driving force and can really, really take you places, especially in terms of success. But the remaining percentile of the actual like execution and the tactile like steps and process to get to the achievement of that ambition, that's where it really can become a roadblock. It probably had a brain fire. It's all good. Give it at least 24 hours, come back, check it later. It'll probably be there. It did it again! God, I love that so much. I want that minion. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it because I don't have it. So cute. Oh lord. Adrian lost his shirt. When did this happen? Well, well, Adrian may be bringing in the bacon from the tables. I'm still happy to currently be bringing a good chunk of change. He lost his shirt a while ago. Okay, so in my defense, I'm usually at an angle where Adrian is kind of hidden behind some partitions where I don't, or a bunch of nameplates in this case. So I'm sorry that I didn't notice there was a loss of clothing until now. For the biggest blele layer of Echo, I'm not impressed. Excuse me, what? For my blele I have a, preferred preference that most of us are aware of. Is that eyelash? Rogues and Roths. Exactly. Oh, you said Rogaroths. Rogor. Oh god, what would a cross between a Rogadan and a Roth even look like? We're talking about some, like, beefed up werewolf looking type sea wolf here. If I vanish from game, it's my 30-minute timeout. I forgot the HUD glitch. A bulkier, furrier row with a soul patch. We can actually have a built-in character with some form of body hair on it instead of, all these twink status milk characters. Record skipped. Exactly, Drake. Like, it's either completely covered in a coat of fur or nada, zip, zero, except for what's on your face and on your head. And maybe a tail. The silver is all good. I really appreciate you staying as long as you did, though. Now go get some sleep before you have, like, zero to function with tomorrow. Darn you, Drake. My brain says party. Oh, I know. I know. I know that feeling. It'd be nice if my brain didn't do that at, like, 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Old lady mode, Vicks Vapor Rub, and an audiobook. Gosh, I haven't used Vicks in ages. That shit's like Frank's Red Hot. Put that shit's on everything. Yes, it's true. Although I don't have Frank's Red Hot hot sauce right now, but especially in the southeast, I'm always prepared. I'm just not like the level of having a holster on my belt for my Texas Pete that needs to come with me, but I definitely have one on my desk. It was so sweet and wholesome sounding. That's when you get like the little old lady that looks like she is just extremely composed and extremely graceful and everything, and then all of a sudden she starts cussing like a sailor, and it's like, oh, what? Clutch my pearls. It's a good thing. Touch your grandma. I will heal you by touching your grandma. That was by far one of my best moments on Discord when I was trying to say Tetragrammaton and it came out touch your grandma. Go to bed, Silver. You keep finding reasons to stay. Go. Oh no. Adrian tried. I saw that last death roll. Is Adrian losing more clothing at this rate? Alright, just still shirtless. Okay, PS4 is off. Almost there. One baby step at a time. Silver is eventually going to make it to the bed.
2,000 years later.
I'm sorry. You can't blame that on me. That is not my fault. Mm-mm. And it was not built in a day. So Naka, I got in my possession the link to the meme-tastic song in the guise of the Zelda Ocarina of Time horse racing music. Okay, and I demand that you listen to it. Alright, well send it to me and I'll probably listen to it after stream then. For the next 210 minutes. Oh god. I can't believe you did the math to say exactly how many minutes we were going to be here. There's a club actually named Lux on the game? Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to check out that place just because I'm such a huge Lucifer fan. Wow, that is really bright on my screen. Can we, like, not burn my cornea here? It's really just having any of you find people to talk to other than my kids. That is a mood. Oh my gosh. Back in one of my former apartments, with me being the oldest in the house, I kind of felt like my roommates were my kids, especially considering that I did the majority of the housekeeping for sure. So I can kind of sort of relate to that to some degree. I would just look for any reason to get out of the house and just see another human being. Oh, wait, somebody need to talk to me? You are my escape. I don't want to leave. I am outnumbered here. Oh no. One of us, send help. We need to cut Silver off. No more. Not allowed. In 1 month, you won't be able to log into the game. Uh, I will definitely be one of the first people logging into the game. I took the entire week off for pre-release, so I will be there. The older two are still up. Oh, it's gonna be a 2-cup morning. Oh, honey. It's probably gonna look that way, Drake. Just massive spoiler alerts, just all over my game title, because I am going to be playing the content, recording all of my reactions. So yeah, definitely from that 19th, that Friday, all the way to the 26th of November, he's just gonna be straight up Final Fantasy nonstop. 24-hour streams. Oh god, I'm even lucky to get through a 12-hour stream sometimes. Like, Naka's gotta sleep and find food at some point or another. Especially when this thing starts screaming at me because of my blood sugar. Yeah, those 3-minute commercial breaks are actually restroom stops. Oh, my phone's got that feature and that option, but I disabled it. It's funny you do kind of mention gestures when it comes to a phone. I only recently learned that with my Android phone, whenever it's like active and lit up, that if I like swipe my hand across the screen, like my full hand across it, it'll take a screenshot. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought I like physically had to push the down volume and the power button at the same time, and that was the only way to get a screenshot. But no, you can swipe your entire hand across the screen when it's active and it will screenshot whatever you're looking at. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, Spar. My point is my phone ain't a Duke. A Duke? I'm, s- I'm Spar. What? Silver, go to bed. Good night. Might have had a few to drink. Okay, I was not prepared for that level of a statement out of left field. Like, part of me kind of wants to ask how did that come to pass or ask for more details, but at the same time it's like I'm not sure if that's something we should be discussing on Twitch. Long story short, I've been botted on a certain app for the past few weeks. As far as like a bunch of bots just hitting you up left and right. Yeah, Shy, I got idle cam on you. Ooh, bunch of people came in. Oh, I'm sorry, Spar. I cannot tell you on depending on which app we're talking about how many bots and spam I have to go through and block all the freaking time. Rhymes with Binder, yeah. That one's usually not my go-to app because as far as the selections and everything that goes up there, they don't have a lot of my preferences. And if there is, it's always like ranging from 22 miles to all of a sudden 112 just from one person to the next. Many other apps are much more appealing to my taste. And let me make this appointment real quick. Perfect. Let's see, gotta say, Naka, going back to a subject you mentioned an hour or two ago, your Yu-Gi-Oh deck sounds disgusting to work around. It was. Oh my gosh, I would cause so much havoc and frustration. The other G1 isn't much better, except it doesn't have the bot issues. Um, are we talking about the one made for bears, made by bears? Yeah. That one's not as frequent. There's a few shouts that go out, that kind of, question mark above the head type situation. But as far as like the one-on-one direct messages you get, they don't happen too often, especially in comparison. All right, Spar. Good night. Posture check. Ever since I got this new chair, I feel like I need to take posture check off the list because really the only thing I need to do when it comes to a posture check is just uncross my legs. That's the thing I do most in this chair. Because since this one's got like the lumbar support and the headrest, like it almost forces me to sit up straight. I love it. Oh my goodness, Drake. Drake, what are you suggesting? Girl, you need a cold shower. Hang on, where's my my bonk stick? There we go. I found role player's bonk emote. There you go. Been a pretty good productive night thus far, though. I got 2 interviews scheduled out of people that were actually interested in working with us. Everyone else in chat, Drake, what the fuck? There's a reason my channel is rated M for mature. Thank you, Marika. I do try to make sure that a lot of the benefits of the club goes to the staff, especially when it comes to the payout. Because even though the pay system is commission based, meaning that it's not like a salary pay, but whatever we make at the end of the night is split among the crew. Um, I personally, as the character Nakarumi Maho or Nakara Maho, I don't make any money. Anything that I would make, which is the same as 2 people working any shift, goes directly to the club, to the free company. So that's the actual profits that are made, and then everybody else gets pretty much the majority share of whatever's made at the end of the night. We don't collect tips. Tips are kept by the people that make them. So, hell, if somebody gets, a 700k tip for whatever reason, they just made 700k in their pocket and it doesn't go anywhere else. All of our shifts are volunteer based. We don't try to make it feel like any obligation or an actual job. One of the reasons why we are looking to hire more people so we can have more flexibility and make sure we're fully staffed at all times. And a lot of our ideas and creativity comes from the staff. My philosophy is that this is a game. If you're not coming here to work as something that you enjoy, then you're not playing it right. I keep that same policy and that same, like, mind form of thinking as a guild leader and a community organizer and even as a streamer. Like, if I'm not doing this for the fun of it, I'm not doing it right. Too much sweet words, you'll make me want to be here. I don't know. I guess it also comes with the fact that I don't like to see myself as the boss so much as just another member of the team. Almost like a project manager rather than everybody's employer type situation. And I guess with that philosophy, it just, I don't know, it builds a better bond and kind of a trusting relationship between the people you work with instead of just constantly being the, bossy boss that has the quarter window office or whatever. Yep. What Drake's actually talking about there, we're going to be incorporating with our Halloween Eve event that we'll be doing just the night before Halloween. That will be that Saturday before the 31st. Where we are going to be having the theme of Hold the Fantasia, where you basically are trying to dress up as a different race without actually changing your race. So whatever best way you can come up with that, definitely try to show up as something different than what you are. Um, but it's not going to be like a strict theme. Like, if you got a costume or a Halloween outfit, think of it as a masquerade party. Come in whatever you want, but that way we kind of have a going theme and a guideline to go by if anybody wants to try to go for it. We may turn it into a contest as well. But this upcoming next Saturday, we are going to be doing an auction. Speaking of which, I need to find when we can really talk and organize that this week. My schedule is so full. Which our last auction we did last month, it was kind of a bring anything and everything that you want to sell on the market, whether it be an item, a particular service, a date auction where you can actually auction to, go out on a date with a certain character. Whatever it is you wanted to throw up there to be sold, whether it be something physical or intangible, we just facilitated it, is what we did. So we don't know if we're going to do the same thing for this auction this month. We may do very much something similar since it was so successful, but we are going to be having an auction this next coming Saturday. Yeah, Drake's going to be coming as a dwarf. Not only is he going to be coming as, a different race entirely, but he's got a backstory to go along with it as well. Did I lose my party finder? No, I'm good. Drake's going to be a dwarf that was just simply fed way too many growth hormones. Ooh, this one started off strong. Still got to figure out what I would be dressing up as. I originally was a Makote, but even as a Hrothgar, that's still a feline character. I wouldn't know exactly how I would go Makote, per se. Dress up as an Oreo? I mean, like, other than wearing black and white, how more could I go Oreo than I already am? Naka just shows up in his small clothes. Ooh, I'm gonna be all over town this weekend. Jesus. I'm gonna be so ready for this week to be over with. I got so much stuff going on. It is not even funny. Y'all like the chandelier? Isn't it gorgeous? Just, up close and personal. Has anybody else got that, need and craving just to tap their foot like you're actually hitting the bass drum yourself? It's my right foot hitting that bass drum. Can't help it. Although I feel like it's a little too lo-fi for it to be on the dance mix station, so we're gonna skip this one. Trying to bring my microphone down a little bit, and I almost brought down the whole thing. I'm waiting for the drop to see if this song is worth it. I don't think we're getting it with this song either. Of course, the moment I said something. Nah, I'm not feeling it. We're gonna skip this one too. it had its chance, more than one chance actually. I thought after that one drop it was going to pick up a bit, but then it went right back to what it was doing. This one's a little heavy. Slash vexed. Soundtracks, oh god. Like it went through all the good music and now it's just got nothing left over but trash. What is happening? But is it good for tonight? Oh, it's got a little bit of like 8-bit arcade music going on here. I like it. Oh god, I haven't even thought about Cubert in ages. I used to play that game so much on NES. Cubert is definitely one of those games that where after you've grown up and you look back on it and how they always conversate in nothing but symbols and what looks like hieroglyphics, it's like, were they just cussing this entire time and they were bleeped out? Is that what was happening? Oh wow. We got a Chocobo head in the party now. If Wreck-It Ralph is to be believed, that's just how the people of Q-Berts would communicate. In explicatives. I really like the Wreck-It Ralph series, actually. Ralph Wrecks the Internet. Chef Kiss. Not to mention the 5 billion references they had in that movie. When me and the boyfriend went to go watch it, we were literally trying to pick out each and every single one of them, but at any given moment, there could be like 5 on the screen at the same time. Drake, I see you throwing chocolate. Hi, Ghosty. Wow, he flew right up to the camera. Party Finder just ended. Was it Wreck-It Ralph or SAO that had a Tales of Zestiria reference? Honestly, I'm not familiar with Tales of Zestiria, so I wouldn't know, actually. Ooh, this song also starts off really strong. Alright, I don't know what's going on with Mr. Chocobo over there, but he's running all over the place. The weapon upgrading system sucked, in my opinion. Oh, we're talking about a video game? Oh, you're talking about the Tales of Zestiria. I thought you were talking about Wreck-It Ralph or SAO. I was like, hold on a second. It's a piece of work, to be honest. Oh, gosh. I feel bad for not knowing anything about it. But my exposure to a lot of commonplace things in the world was extremely limited, especially growing up. Benefits of living isolated away from society for so long. Did we lose Mr. Chocobo Man? Or is he still hiding backstage? Let's see. 6 characters, 2 humans, 4 spirits of respective elements. Interesting. Humans can fuse with one of the other elemental members, and it would reduce the battle members from 4 to 3, or 4 to 2 if both humans fuse. Interesting. Both humans were fixed into being mandatory every battle. Huh. Let's see if I can fit this person in. Sorry, trying to schedule this interview for somebody, making sure it fits within their timeline. So you can see why it's great 1 to 2 player game, but drops if 3 or 4 people play the game. Its prequel, however, Tales of Berseria, works on a weapon upgrade system, removed the fusion altogether, and is just a better game overall. Oh, I can kind of see what you mean now. Because basically, if you do the fusion with 3 or 4 people playing alongside with you, it all of a sudden kind of takes the gameplay out of their hands, doesn't it? Yeah, whoever's controlling the elemental party members is essentially removed from playing the game when the human player unfuses. Oh gosh, that seems horrible. Although that does oddly remind me of way back when we're talking about original Sega Genesis. I think it was the Sonic 2 game where Tails would also show up with you kind of as a secondary like AI that would run around with you and attack stuff. But if you were to plug in a second controller, a person could take control of Tails and play it as like, player two. However, because Tails was kind of considered to be again a secondary character and was not necessary to be part of the main protagonist of the game, it was easy to lose Tails off the side of the screen, especially if Sonic was running ahead. Um, or if you were going to a certain transitional part or boss fight, all of a sudden Tails is no longer in the picture and just, well, whoever was player two now can't do anything. It was a novel idea and concept, but as far as actually making it into a two-player game, not really. But my mother would actually play Sonic 2 with me a lot, and we would kind of go back and forth between playing Sonic or Tails ourselves, and I had a lot of fun. It was fun memories of playing games with my mom back then. Alright, soundtracks. Give us something good. The show choir boy in me hears that clapping, and I just want to be like, let me go along with it. I got this. I can't help it. It has to be done. Okay, yeah. You can with him dancing. Chink, 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 chink. Change into my suit. Wearing a cloth outfit so it doesn't make all that metal noise. Ah, this song. You had so much potential, but you just started repeating the same thing over and over again. Give us something with a little bit more variety, please. Yeah, we went from chink chink to fwish fwish. This album is called Champagne Problems. And just because of that, I feel like there should be really good music here. But I think, again, this is not what we're looking for. Alright, so I found a playlist. It's called Sound Plays. The description for this playlist is tune in to the hottest dance and electronic tracks right here. We're gonna try it. Cross our fingers. Please be good music. Okay. Since we're doing all this onomatopoeia, let's add a Mew Mew in there too. Yeah. You almost beat me to it. Do another Yoshi P Nyatan. Yeah. I need to make a gif out of that picture with Yoshi P as a cat and give it some type of caption, kind of like how I did Soken when he was dancing on stage during the fan fest. It's like, do you know Lahi? Speaking of, oh, it was so quiet. See if I can turn it up. That's a little bit better. I love the Mercy Wing emotes. I know. I don't think, which honestly, I don't like fully understand the coding behind everything that they do at HC Chat, but I don't think they're gonna have a really full-fledgedly compatible app or method of making it a browser source for OBS Studio. They still have it for Streamlabs OBS, but I definitely agree with role players. When it comes to OBS Studio, it gives you more versatility and control with what you're able to do with your interface and the stream itself. Where Streamlabs, it basically tries to feed you everything on a silver platter, but comes with so many presets that it doesn't give you the full hands-on control that Studio does. It's got its pros and cons, but now that I've gotten used to Studio, like, in comparison of the two, I would probably go Studio all the way. Gonna go see Mommy Psycho and Mappa. Tell them I said hi! Oh no, I lost all my notepads when I restarted my computer. Sad face. I'm not upset with this playlist. This was a good choice. We're doing a little bit of a shift change here, so bear with me. Oop. Let's see. Would make sense since May is taking over for Furs. That Furs drops off inventory to May rather than using you as a middleman for that. Include. Yeah, that's what we were doing. It's me speaking out loud. I was just handling the cash exchange. Tonight seems to be the best night TT ever had. Dang, over 1.2 million. Nice. Ooh, Nefte changed their outfit. I like the red. That looks nice. With them high boots. Them kinky boots. Oh wait, no. Those aren't kinky boots. That's just like leather pants. That looked like they were almost part of the shoes. Never mind. I lied. I was wrong. Yeah, that's the Rebel coat. It looks good in that red, does it not? What's that, dark red? No, that's wine red. Oh, that's the Urban, not the Rebel. See, I have the Rebel. This is the one I got. Slightly. The coloring differences and the a little bit of difference in style between like the underdressing and then the overcoat itself between the two of them. The Rebel is supposed to be the more defined and has more of a contrast to it as far as dyeing it and the design from the undercoat to the overcoat, where the Urban one was the lesser of the two. It was not as rare to get that one. Like the Inspector and Inquisitor jacket. Yeah, same difference between those two. Ooh, no, 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 no.